I'm really excited for today's video. I wish I would have stumbled across a video like this a little sooner when I embarked on my kind of financial freedom journey. This was inspired by a question. I've been posting a few things on Instagram recently, which, by the way, at Rubixinator, do check it out. We cover things from investing to financial education to I do Q&As. So if you ever have a question, you can hit me up. I give you an answer, to how I build my portfolio, to different methods and techniques and videos. And if you like investing and you like crypto, DeFi, you like money, you like having those conversations, then Instagram could be a good place for you at Rubixinator. I will leave a link below. But I posted on a few recent purchases I make, and there was a couple people asking, how do you afford it? How do you buy it? Fundamentally, I think what people are really asking is, how do I think about money? And that's what today's video is going to be about. I'm going to make it pretty quick, but I look at every purchase, or I just look at money this way, and it's helped me build a lot of momentum and a lot of financial freedom in my life. And I know it can do it for you. Now, I'm going to hint at something. This is one of our Fast Track clients on October 26th. So 2 days ago, we got this email. The Fast Track trading was incredible. I am generating over $50K per month in fees. That's profit that's locked in from their DeFi portfolio, and their bull run bag is super, super dialed in right now. That's a hint for how I think about money. Cash flow. He didn't put cash flow in here, but this is summed up in 1 or 2 words, depending how you spell it. Apparently, the internet can't figure it out. It's called cash flow. So I think over the last 2 months, there was the new house we bought. We moved in January. There was a classic Porsche 911. That was a 6-figure purchase. There was the Lamborghini, which has been, a couple year kind of on my vision board for a while. And I bought an R8 earlier in the year. And people are like, you getting into debt over there? You balling out? Like, what's going on? You get an inheritance? Where's this coming from? You a drug dealer? What's going on, bro? I'm going to explain it really, really simply. I think most people, and not that this is wrong, but most people think through, can I afford it? Through, can I make the payment on it? We're taught that early on, and none of this is right or wrong. There's just like very inefficient ways of doing things. But like, can I make the payment? And that's how people kind of think through, could I afford that car? Can I afford the Lamborghini? Oh, it's a $4,000 a month payment. Yeah, I can afford it. Okay, I'll buy it. Or can I afford the new car? It's $400 a month. Okay, I can afford it. The mortgage. They'll ask, what can you afford? Okay, $6,000 a month mortgage. Okay, what kind of house could I get into? I just think it's flawed. It's how most people are thinking through their financial decisions. It gets them into a bit of a problem because they're losing their time for money. Their life is payments, and that's it. And now they have to work extremely hard to make payments on things that are typically depreciating, and at times they're paying large amounts of interest on it, especially if it's like a Visa or consumer debt type stuff, right? So make the payment. Don't really like that approach. It can get you into problems, especially if you really kind of stretch yourself and push that a little bit too hard. So I don't think through anything here. Oh, can I make the payment? I think that's stupid. Can I buy it cash? There's a time and place for it. So there are some things in here. This was a cash purchase. This was a cash purchase. This was simply, I had the cash. The cash was sitting in a bank account. I really didn't like it sitting in the bank account because I was over the limits of what's insured. Plus, with inflation, you're better off buying classic collectors. So I saw these as investments. I bought them cash. It is what it is. I don't recommend this, but it's a viable option, and it's a way you can think through this. But it's still not the way I think about money. Sometimes I'll do it, but typically I don't. Other people will say, well, if I can put down some percentage, if I could put down 50%, then you can afford it. Oh, if you can put down 50% on that car, you can definitely afford it. And I think it's still missing the bigger picture. You can still get into a problem. And by putting 50% down on something, let's say you buy a $100,000 car or a $50,000 car and you put $25K down. Oh, I can afford it because there's equity in it now. You're missing out on $25,000 of opportunity for that 25 grand to make you money. So don't recommend that one either. I have 12 months of payments in savings. There is a time and place for this as well. So with the house we bought for the new fam, I didn't buy it cash. I can easily make the payments. That's no problem. I do have 12 months set aside. Plus, the way we bought it was pretty strategic. It was a great opportunity. There's almost instant equity in it because it's worth more than we paid for it. And again, I can't time this, but the market where we bought this place probably bought it on a $300K discount. It was also a divorce sale. and that market is starting to heat up, especially as interest rates drop. So it's kind of like a no-brainer. And for the house, I also have a really, really nice buffer. So mortgage payments can be made if I lost different streams of income. But I typically, again, don't make financial decisions based on, oh, I have 12 months of savings, I can definitely afford it. There's really only one frame, one lens that I like to make decisions on different financial kind of purchases through, and that's, can my passive or my investment income cover the costs? Do I have to work for this? Do I have to hunt for it? Do I have to trade time for money for it? Or am I good? Do investments or passive or leveraged or different streams of income cover the cost? And what I found is there's a delayed gratification that comes with that. Like, I delayed gratification on buying any of this for a very long time. Very long time. Invest. And now the income from different investments and different leveraged and passive income vehicles just far exceeds what I could spend every month. Like, there's no way that I could even spend it. Now I can buy some stupid stuff. I could buy the R8, I could buy the Porsche, I could buy the Lamborghini. I'm actually looking at a Ferrari Testarossa, just waiting to move into the new place because we have a 5-car garage. Not bragging, but there was a point where people around me, my peers, we started making some money, right? Entrepreneurship and this and that. They started buying a bunch of stuff. And I was like, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to invest it. And eventually, you don't have to hunt every month. You can farm. I have a mentor who looks at a lot of life from this lens, and I love it. There are things that you can hunt from. So from a financial perspective, you trade your time for money for. You have to replenish the bank account every single day, every single week, every single month. You have to hunt for it. You have to work for it. Or you can build some farms. And you plant a farm here, and you plant a farm here, and you plant a crop here, and you sow some seeds here. Eventually, the yields or the fruits from the farms, although it took more work up front and it wasn't instantly gratifying, these start far exceeding what you yourself could ever imagine hunting for. There's no amount of time and effort that you could ever spend to hunt as much as you can farm. But most of our society, most of our culture is not patient. And so typically stupid stuff like cars and motorcycles, I think I have 5 motorcycles and they're not in the garage. I have to pay people around me to store it in their garage. It's actually really funny. I'm like that neighbor. I'm like, hey, you got some garage space? I'll pay $200 a month if you could store this. We are moving into the new place, which, by the way, we're going to do a live event in the summer of next year where we're bringing over a bunch of investors and doing a bit of a mastermind style at the house for 3 days. It's going to be awesome. You are invited. I'm sure you'll hear more about it next year. But the point is, and I'll just end it with this, is I just committed, and this is how I think about it, and this is how I'm able to afford this stuff. I committed to make it an income, investing it in assets, and having those assets pay for my expenses. Limiting liabilities as low as I can and making sure assets can pay for all of it. And I just got obsessed with it, whereas most people, they start making some money and it's instantly to liability. Stupid stuff, flashy stuff, it drives, it floats, it flies, it's shiny, I want it now. Swipe, bunch of liabilities, and eventually you're in the rat race and you're in this never-ending downward spiral and you can never acquire assets because you're paying off debts. So be a farmer. Here's the lesson for you. Be the farmer. Hunt, for sure. I love hunting. I like waking up with a purpose and like putting in the work and doing stuff, but I take all of my kill in this instance, all of my earnings, all of my income, I put it into the farm, and then I spend what's produced in the farm. It's that simple, but very few are. Let me know in the comments what you think of this. Like, it's not that complicated, but very few are disciplined enough. It's why I love DeFi, because the yields, by the way, are 5x easily what you can get in traditional markets. Traditional markets will pay 8%. You could do 40, 50% all day long in DeFi, 100% plus if you're skilled. That means that you're compressing time by 10. What takes someone 10 years to do, you can do in a year, and your farm can just produce more. So you can get to whatever it is that you want to go after a lot quicker and actually live off the yields. Again, we just had 2 days ago, this is the testimonial that came in. I'm generating over 50K per month in fees. This is from Fast Track. I'm generating 50K per month in fees for my DeFi portfolio. That 50K for most people, this guy hunted, made money, kept farming it, joined us, increased his yields that he could earn from any other farm. And now he's earning 50K from this farm. And I think for most of us, 50K a month would cover our lifestyle and more. You could pretty much get almost anything you want at that point. And that's all produced from a farm. Super, super cool. I hope that lands at Rubik's on IG. Again, you can use the comments below and let's have a conversation. But if you want to go a little deeper, if you want to follow along behind the scenes, or if you want to get involved in the Q&As, give me a follow on IG. Say hi and let me know you found me off YouTube. And with that said, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Really hope this served. If I can help or serve you in any way, let me know. And with that said, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.